Brian Feinerman, and this is your Fast Money Trade School. Feel like you're getting lost at sea in the stock market? One tip to find your way: follow the whales, Wall Street's most powerful investors. These heavy hitters have to disclose their biggest holdings. Just check out a 13F form filed quarterly to see what Buffett or Icahn have been buying. But before you dive in head first, remember, even whales can get beached. Class dismissed.
I'm a whale watcher. I'm a whale watcher. I'm a whale watcher. Are you? Does this market have you down? Well, then let's do some Wall Street whale watching. Hello, Brian Mckeon, partner at the JMB FLP. And today we'll be looking at number 42 in my list of the 100 top traders. Now today we'll be looking at Citadel Investment Group. Using this strategy, it's done so well for me, it's put me in the top 3% in the most recent CNBC tournaments, with returns of over 53%. And you can see how it's done for me in previous tournaments. Now what we merely do is follow the holdings of the richest, most successful investors out there, and we find their holdings through these free websites. Then get an average analyst ranking through these free sites. Now again, I'd like to remind you that all analyst recommendations are as of May 21st, 2010. Now looking at the holdings of Citadel Investment Group, you can see that Apple and News Corp make it into the strong buy camps, and you have Google, McDonald's, and Microsoft make it into the moderate buy camp. Then you can see all their holdings that make it into the hold and sell camps as well. Now when you look at the charts, you can see that Apple's had quite a run up lately and had a bit of a sell-off all month long. It's come down and bounced off its 100-day moving average for a second time, so we should see this one starting to rebound in the near future. Stochastics is near the top of the range, kind of close to the overbought level, so that would lay some prudence for it going sideways in a trading range under these moving averages here. So you would expect a bounce, but not much of a bounce since you have a lot of upside resistance to it. As for News Corp, you can see that this one's had a similar sell-off all the way down to its 300-day. Stochastics are, just beginning to get into the oversold level, so we can see start of a bounce there. You can see this one bounce a little better because it's had more of a dramatic sell-off, and the only thing really holding it back is its 200. So it should bounce a little better, but probably stay underneath this 100-day in the near term. As for Google, it's had quite a sell-off, and it's re-hit its flash crash lows. But Stochastics is crossed to the negative and is heading down lower. So this one, based on the momentum of the charts, looks like it could possibly be making new lows. As for McDonald's, you can see that it's had a sell-off too, and is recently making new lows and has bounced off its 100-day moving average. Stochastics is still indicating more of a downward move, so we could see a little bounce, but since the general momentum of this chart is lower, I would look for this one to move sideways to lower for now. As for Microsoft, we've seen a dramatic sell-off and is making new lows. Stochastics is starting to get into the oversold level, so we could expect a bounce, and I'd expect it to bounce probably up to its 200-day moving average. So, in review, the strong buys are Apple and News Corp, and the moderate buys are Google, McDonald's, and Microsoft. Now again, I'd like to remind you that all analyst recommendations are as of May 21st, 2010. And if you'd like a more up-to-date look at the holdings of Citadel Investment Group, you can find them on StockPicker, and you can get an average analyst ranking through these free websites. And onto my disclaimer. Disclaimer, I am not a licensed investment advisor, and the investments I am showing you today are what I'm doing for my friends and family's accounts. And I am not affiliated with any of the websites used to determine these rankings. And I currently own none of the stocks discussed today. So again, this is Brian Mckeon from the JMB FLP, saying thank you and see you next time. For I'm a whale watcher. Hello, I'm Brian Mckeon, creator of The Predatory Lender. Now, if the previous was a little too boring for you, try joining the Predatory Lending team as they go on their intergalactic adventures, trying to hunt down the next great investment opportunity for you.